So Porsche has officially released the 718 Porsche Cayman GT4 RS. That's right, it's not just the GT4, it's the RS. It's the baddest, race-ready version. It's something that we've all been waiting for actually many years, ever since the first GT4 was announced, and boy, they did not disappoint. Now this episode isn't gonna go into all the specs and stuff. There are some really great videos already out there, especially one by Top Gear where they really do a little in-depth on this car. But let's just talk about what Porsche gave us. And I think we should start out by just watching the release video that Porsche gave us on the GT4 RS and just see what we have to say based on that alone. Let's check it out. Now, this is interesting that you do this like dual personality thing going on here, like the car is your dual purpose, I don't know what, like good and evil, race and street. I mean, the GT4 is already pretty much like that. I feel like this is just, this car is the devil. Okay, they're definitely playing up that sound. That's a big deal here in this car because not only is it revving not to 8,000 like my GT4, but 9,000 RPM because it has an actual GT3 engine in it, and we have new ducts right behind our ears here in the windows, and so this car is going to produce some incredible sounds, and I can't wait to sit and hear it in person. Ooh, the silence. To enjoy the beauty of this thing, right? So much carbon fiber. Okay, now, don't let them trick you here. I know that looks like a manual shifter, but remember in the 993 GT3, they added the new Pdk shifter that looks like a manual, has a boot and everything, and he kind of shifts it there. That's just tapping the shifter knob like you can in all the Porsche PDKs to shift up and down. So don't get too excited. I know you manual boys and girls really love the manual, but I have a feeling you're just gonna have to suck it up and get a PDK if you want this. Did you see the split tunnel? That was cool. There's that shift again. Oh, I'm getting chills. No lie, I'm getting chills here. Did you see how fast that thing just took off? Oh, and then the brakes. They gotta emphasize the brakes. Wow, that acceleration. I hope that wasn't like faked in any way. That was incredible. Thank you, Porsche, so much, but no thank you because unfortunately I can't afford this car, and of course most of us will have a hard time getting a hold of it. I hope our buddy Crazy Eddie is able to get one. I know he's had his name on lists for years.
Yeah, I put down a deposit for an RS back in 2016.
That would be awesome, and that means that I'm surely gonna at least get a ride in the damn thing. So Porsche has clearly brought us an amazing car, right? More than we ever expected. But let's talk about all that speculation for a second. Jeez, you guys. You know, so many people talk about like they know what's coming, and some people were actually calling other people wrong, and then it turns out that those people were right. So for example, people are like, oh, they're gonna put the GT3 engine in it, yeah. And then a lot of people are like, Hell no, Porsche said that you can't put a GT3 engine in a Cayman because it doesn't fit right or something. And that was kind of the theory I was going with, because if Porsche said it, which I haven't found that quote anywhere, I mean, it must be right? But no, they made it work. As Andrea said in the Top Gear video, the main problem was the throttle body needed to be turned 90 degrees, and they made that happen. There is a 911 GT3 engine in a Cayman. Can you frickin' believe it? Only 493 horsepower only. Holy crap. This is 80 horsepower almost over a standard GT4. 332 foot-pounds of torque instead of the 317 like I have in my Pdk GT4. That's not the biggest change. I really wish even more torque was there, but hey, any kind of boost in torque we can get on this car is great, but with almost 80 extra horsepower, I think it's gonna be just fine. Another bit of speculation was, I think in the lap time, in the Nürburgring lap time reveal a couple weeks ago, I thought we only saw 8,800 RPM limit, and maybe they were holding back from us, but yes, it does go to 9,000, just like the GT3's engine. Other things you guys said was, oh, it's only gonna be 450 horsepower, or it's only gonna be 430 or something, because Porsche only does X amount of increments between models, and well, no, folks, here's the truth. It's about 500 PS, I think. That's a German horsepower, Verstärke, or 493 US horsepower at least. That is just fine with me, and that gives me a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. My car is now not so cool, unfortunately, but I have to say, this GT4 RS, I mean, it's uber, right? Like, the lines of a standard GT4 are way sexier, but of course the RS is the GT4 in battle mode, and it's gonna destroy a ton of the competition. What an incredible car. So quickly, let's look at some of the differences of the GT4 RS over the regular GT4, and then we're gonna go to, you can actually configure your GT4 RS on the Porsche side already. I'm not gonna go through a full configuration, but I wanna point out some important differences, including something you'll wanna note is it's not $40,000 more than the basic GT4 as you might think it is. I'm gonna show you that it's a little better of a price actually than you think, besides that dealer markup that we're all scared of, and of course the supply chain issues. So yeah, let's look at some of the cool changes. First of all, as we saw in many of the spy shots, we knew that there was extra air curtain ducting ahead of the front wheels. We knew there's NACA ducts in the hood for brake cooling. We knew there was some sort of vents on the fenders, assuming it was gonna be just like the GT3 RS fenders from the 991. But what we found is they are very special and unique. Yes, you have the fins up top, but they don't have that connecting vent that goes down the rear of the arch anymore. That was all taped up. We weren't sure what we were gonna see, and this is one of the most beautiful fenders I've seen from Porsche. You got the vents on top, and then you've got the rear of the fender behind the wheel tucked in, just smoothly flowing in. I'm sure there's a technical term for that. Do you guys know? If so, please comment below. What's the technical term for doing that with the bit of fender just behind the wheel? Otherwise, you know, the side of the body is pretty much the same. You can get a carbon fiber air scoop, great. We knew there's gonna be new intake scoops in the windows, figured they would supplement air to the engine, but we weren't sure how the design was gonna be. And the final design, oh, it is gorgeous. They did a great job. We saw a few different iterations, and this looks great. Also, it's available in carbon fiber for you carbon fiber fans. James McGrath from Auto Amateur, I'm talking to you. Other things we saw in pretty much all the spy videos, center lock wheels, we got those. Magnesium wheels from the Weissach package that the GT3 RS had. Yes, those are available, very expensive. I'll show you that later. The giant swan neck wing, we knew that was coming. Not my favorite. I don't think it's beautiful and graceful, but I know it just says this is the biggest, baddest GT4 there is. I get it. I do like it, it's growing on me. The rear ducktail spoiler, it now has a brake light on it. Why? Because the swan neck wing blocks probably vision of the center stop brake light that was previously in the rear glass, so they had to add it. I thought the duckbill would get a little bigger, but side by side in the Top Gear video, it doesn't look much bigger. And we've also got those extra little fins behind the rear wheels connecting to the rear diffuser. We saw those coming, lots of little aero touches, right? And of course they said that there's better aero underneath. I haven't seen any images of that yet, but here in the Top Gear video, I did see a few extra guide vanes for air under the car that I don't think my car has. Maybe my car has one of those, but I think I saw like 3 on the RS. Things we didn't expect. Being able to see the engine air intake cover through the glass and when you open the hatch, that is super cool, especially with that Weissach package. You get in carbon fiber, now it looks like a supercar. Like Ferraris, Lambos, you get to see that engine in there. Now you can on the GT4, because my GT4 is just got a carpeted plate there underneath. It's like aluminum or steel, and I'm sure that really holds in a lot of noise, but now your engine is basically poking up through the top of the engine bay in the cabin. So along with the surround sound of those extra ducts, only 30 centimeters or so from your ears, and the side ducts, now you have the engine like right there. Probably very little separation from the driver. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to hear it. The back glass, they say, is a lightweight glass. There's just more carbon fiber overall, including the hood. These are all things we expected from an RS. So those are all amazing. So let's talk about the numbers, right? That speculation on how much this is gonna cost. Let's go through a couple things and see what this GT4 RS does not offer as options compared to the regular GT4, as well as the extra things that it offers. So on the Porsche configuration page, you can configure your Porsche. So remember, this car starts at about $141,700. That's that MSRP, while a base GT4 is at $101,000 and some change. So just so you know, there's a $40,000 difference right off the bat. But there's something that you need to take note of. You see, the GT4 RS comes with $10,000 of options that you would usually have to add on to your base GT4. So number one, that being the carbon fiber bucket seats, $5,900 option. They are included. You can still get the cushy seats, and if you do, it's just, that is sacrilege, and you don't get a discount. You also get the Pdk standard in the RS. So hey, what do you think of that, manual fans? Yeah, that's right, no manual for you in this car. Oh, it just ruins it, doesn't it? But yeah, Pdk comes standard. That's over $3,000. And lastly, you get carbon fiber is standard, and the trim package, the interior trim package. Altogether, it comes to $9,900, folks. That's about $10,000 of options pre-built into the RS. So this car isn't $40,000 more. It's only $30,000 more. Only, yeah, only. But what you gotta see is there are some serious options available for this car, so let's look. So expensive options, you have of course the colors. The special debut color is pretty cool, Arctic gray. I kind of like it. But let's look at the special RS options. You normally get the forged aluminum wheels, but you can add in, folks, the magnesium Weissach package wheels. Holy crap, look at the price tag on these, $15,640. Those are rims I don't want to crack. Oh my gosh. You can, like I said, get the sport seats if you want, but no discount available. And there's the Weissach package, which is thrown in when you buy those wheels, so you have to buy that as well. Pretty terrible, right? You can't just get those magnesium wheels, you get the whole package, it looks like, and the Weissach package is another $13,250. Basically, you want those wheels, you want the Weissach package, you're adding almost $30,000 to the price of this car. We are definitely talking 911 territory now. Here's the details of the Weissach package: exposed carbon fiber front trunk lid, exposed carbon fiber air intakes, an air blade behind the driver's side passenger windows, the exposed carbon fiber exterior mirrors, cool exposed carbon fiber wing, Porsche logo on the windshield, titanium tailpipes like 935, interior you get exposed carbon fiber airbox, air intakes, and GT4 logos. Oh, so sexy. On the section dashboard, you race tech automatically, you can option simply, I think. Dashboard trim with Weissach packaged logos, so you can tell everybody you have the Weissach package, and of course the headrests embroidered with the Weissach package. Again, gotta announce it to everybody. The good thing is, as we said, the Pdk is included. The front axle lift, you're gonna want that $3,000 approximately. Composite brakes, you wanna add those because hell, it's an RS, you better have them, right? Another $8,000. These are just options here of things you might like better, changing the color of your door pulls and stuff. But see, Bose, we're gonna add that. That's what I've got in my car. Unfortunately, no Burmeister. There's no CarPlay option here, so I don't know if that changed in general. I think when you spec a normal Cayman, you still gotta choose CarPlay, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's about it, I think, that matters here. And so when you're done with some important RS options, I would say. Your car price comes to $192,350 US. And then, yeah, maybe the dealer wants to throw on another $50,000. And plus, can you even get a spot in line?
I think I could probably get one. I mean, unless they're gonna screw me, but.
I would say, it's a dream car now, not just an attainable dream car, as I previously noted the GT4, regular GT4 was for me, but this now is a dream car. It's a little out of reach. I can't quite reach this one, so I'm just gonna have to drool from afar and hope that I have some Porsche friends that get one and I can maybe drive it. Ed, Crazy Eddie, I'm talking to you.
From your lips to God's ears, as they say.
All right, folks, that's just my sort of response to the new GT4 RS. What do you guys think? I mean, let's talk about it. Put it in the comments. You know, what do you think? What's that fender thing called? What did you predict the horsepower would be? Anything that you think was missing here? What do you wish they would have done that they didn't do? I can't imagine there's anything, but I'm sure somebody has something. So tell us about it in the comments section. If you want to get more Porsche content from this channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks so much for watching the Jet Fueling channel. We'll see you next time.